Hi, I'm Kim Bass with Kim Bass Life and Grief Coaching. I'm a certified grief coach, and I work with people to help them regain control of their life after they've experienced a devastating loss. Are you grieving a loss? It could be the loss of a loved one, a divorce, being diagnosed with a terminal illness, or any circumstance in life that's knocked you down and you're not sure if you can get back up. If so, I'm here to help. Bad things happen in life. Often things happen in our life that's beyond our control. You talked to your mother yesterday, and now she's gone. You married your soulmate, and now you're getting a divorce. You've been healthy all of your life, and now you've been diagnosed with a terminal illness. Bad things will happen in life, and often these things are beyond our control. But what we can control is our response to the loss and the events. What we do next will determine how we experience our life after a devastating loss. One way to gain control of our emotions and take control of our grief journey is by journaling. A good place to start would be something like, when blank happened, I felt blank. I lost my mother suddenly. Literally, I saw her one day and the next day she had died. So for me, I would complete this sentence as, when my mother died, I felt sad. If you're recently divorced, your sentence may sound something like, when my spouse left me, I felt lonely. Or if you have been diagnosed with a terminal illness, your sentence may sound something like, when I was diagnosed with cancer, I felt angry because I thought this was a death sentence. Now, after you write your sentence, go ahead and explore your emotions, the intensity of the emotions that you've experienced since your loss. Which emotions do you experience the most? And look to see if there are particular events or people that trigger these emotions. For me, I found that I would get really sad in the afternoons after work, because this was the time that I would call or go and check on my mother to make sure that she was okay. So once I was able to determine this pattern or this trigger, I made sure that I would schedule other activities to do, like play with my son or exercise. Now, of course, I still miss the conversations that I had with my mother, but instead of having a daily wave of sadness during the same time, I felt better and didn't wallow in the sadness that I would feel. Now, of course, there are not always going to be times or other things that you can do, and you're going to feel sad or angry, and that's okay. The main key is to try to control it as much as possible. So if you want to think about your loved one, sit down for 5 minutes and maybe try to think about a fun time that you all had together instead of feeling sad. If you're newly divorced, instead of thinking about what you miss about being married, think about some of the things that you can do now that maybe your spouse didn't like to do, but that you love to do. If you've been diagnosed with an illness, you can think about or plan an activity or a trip to go camping or some other event that you'd like to do once you've beat your illness. The key is to not focus on the negative emotions, but try to bring in some positive emotions to either honor the loss of your loved one, or to create the future that you want to experience now that you're divorced or after you beat your illness. Okay, let me warn you though, when you try to work through the pain, things are not going to magically get better overnight. Sometimes things are going to get worse before they get better, but eventually, working through your feelings, acknowledging the pain, will help you get to the point where you're living a more fulfilled life, even after experiencing a devastating loss. Now, if you would like more information or more suggestions from me, please visit my website, and you can even schedule a free consultation with me so that we can discuss your unique situation and I can make suggestions specifically created for you. Or you can join our Facebook group and join in the conversation with others who are going through a grief journey as well. Remember, the bend in the road is not the end of the road unless you refuse to take the turn. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.